Good morning, Margaret. Thanks for joining me. We're just going to wait a few seconds and give people a little bit more time. Happy Thursday. It is January 4th, an exciting day for the people in the Stampin' Up! Community because our new mini catalog has launched, as well as celebration. And that is the purpose of this morning's bonus Facebook Live, is to do a catalog walkthrough with you and to go over celebration, what it is, what products you can get free when you shop, host, or join my team. And yeah, it's going to be a fun day. In addition to the new catalog and celebration starting, I want to point out to you that there are 2 new kits in our online kits collection. And Stampin' Up! Has decided that each month this year, they're going to be adding 2 new kits to that collection. So there will be a constant, what do I want to say, like a constant adding to of that kits collection. It's been quite popular, so they're going full in now by adding 2 new kits each month. So I'm excited about that. Kits are a great way to do some quick and easy crafting because everything's planned for you. Of course, you can always deviate and make your own cards from the supplies that are included in kits. But it's also a great thing to introduce other people, new people, to paper crafting and what Stampin' Up! Is all about. They also make great gifts. I love giving them to my daughters or nieces, nephew, for, you know, just holidays, birthday, that kind of thing. And sometimes just because somebody needs a pick-me-up, a kit is a great thing to give them, to say, I'm thinking about you and I want you to have some happy moments as you're crafting. On Monday's Facebook Live, no, Tuesdays, I switched from Monday to Tuesdays. Tuesday's Facebook Live, I did a variation of the stamp, on Tuesday's Facebook Live, rewind, right? On Tuesday's Facebook Live, I did a demonstration of the stack, slice, and shuffle technique using the Be Mine Designer Series paper, which you can all order beginning today. But I also set these out as a reminder to myself that, I need to put these somewhere, that my new class to go, my first class to go of 2024 has been announced. You can find all of the information on the Be Mine Valentine class to go at stampinpeace.com. So it uses the same products that we used in Tuesday's Facebook Lives, but I think you're gonna love the cards. And they're great, not just for Valentine's Day, but anytime you want to send a little love and cheer and happiness to somebody. So let me flip my camera around now so we can get started with our virtual mini catalog tour. And while I'm doing that, I kindly ask that you share this live video and invite other people to join us. You can even tag your friends in the comments to bring them directly here. And thank you for watching live. And for those who are going to watch the replay later, thank you for being one of my replay warriors. I appreciate you. Let me get this all. Alrighty, and just a little tip. If you want to grab your mini catalog and celebration brochure so you can follow along with me, that's a great idea. Maybe a pen or highlighter, and I even have my Post-it notes and pen here, because sometimes I get fresh new ideas from you, or I see something differently because of you. So if you have some input into the new products, ideas, please share in the comments, because it's always good to share with one another and help each other along in our creative journey. So this is our mini catalog, January through April. And I believe this goes into like February, or not February, yeah, April 30th. April 30th, so right till the end of that month. On the first couple pages, it says create and celebrate. So many times that we choose to create cards and invitations, paper crafts, we're doing so for a celebration or a holiday of some sort. Read Sarah Douglas's message letter here. I love it because we get to see a side of her that many of us may not have known before, and how she actually got into stamping and how it helped her get through a rather difficult, lonely time in her life. Also, we talk about the Making a Difference campaign, which I always like to participate in, so read more up on that. I appreciate being able to represent a company that gives back to various communities or helps various charities, because that's something I like to do in my personal life. It does mention the online exclusives. They even give you a QR code. Online exclusives, you simply would go to stampinpiece.com, click Shop Stampin' Up! Products, and then in the menu, you'll find the online exclusives. Online exclusives are truly that. They are only online. You will not see them in any catalog, okay? So if you're not checking online, you could be missing out on some products that you would really love. And of course, our online kits collection, which I mentioned. They also threw in a QR code for that. I'm just kind of getting into using the QR codes. You know, that became a thing, especially in the pandemic. They didn't put out menus. When restaurants reopened, they had a QR code on the table, and that's how you read their menu. All right, pages 8 and 9 and 10 feature the Be Mine suite. I love that it's such an affordable suite. You can get everything on this page for $75. And I did include that as an option for my Be Mine Valentine class to go. For somebody who orders the entire collection online using a specific host code that I've included with the class information, they get all the card supplies free. And then, of course, I have my usual options. These, oh, and I should have, it's upstairs, darn it. What are these? The pillow boxes, square pillow boxes. This was an early pre-order for demonstrators, so I did get some of these. I love the way these make up. They're simple, easy to put together. They don't necessarily look like they'd be easy to fold up together, but they are. I gave them to some of my team members at our holiday gathering in December with some treats inside. But they're good size. If I had it down here, which it's upstairs on my table, it fits in your palm. It's a really nice size. It's about that deep, so you can put some fun things in there. My favorite new embellishment is definitely the adhesive backed hearts and flowers. Of course, they're made to coordinate with the Be Mine suite, but you can use them on so many different projects with other Stampin' Up! Products as well. Really fun. This ribbon, very easy to work with, easy to tie bows with. So I like to point that out. The bundle in this. I want to point out, and if you go back to Tuesday's Facebook Live and review that video, hopefully I'll have it on stampinpeace.com by the end of today or early tomorrow. But I've pointed out several different things to note about the stamp set and how to use that builder punch specifically. I love that the bee body actually makes like a fun word bubble, okay? Word bubble. Kathy, I don't know why you're not getting notifications. Facebook is always kind of messing with us, and I know it can be very frustrating. I don't even have an answer for you. It's just Facebook. I tend to have a love-hate relationship with Facebook, to be honest, because of things like that. Okay, this is super fun. This is my favorite bundle for Valentine's Day, and simply just reaching out to people, letting them know that they are thought of. It's great for Valentine's Day, but it really, to me, goes way beyond that. I'll probably use the Be Mine suite for my Valentine cards, but this I know I'll be using throughout the year. I love this one especially. A little note to say I missed you, sent with love. That would be fun to stamp onto envelopes. Just all around great fun. And the dies, you actually make the mailbox for the front of your card, and it even has a tiny little envelope that you could put a little tiny piece of cardstock stamped with hearts on, something like that. But I really love it. I like this sentiment too, and I can see using this outside of the stamp set. Actually, all three of these. So really fun, and I love the little flying bird. Okay, some of you probably have already seen me using I wonder if I can scoot this up a little bit. This is always hard on these catalogs that are designed in, no, it's not going to let me do this without changing a whole bunch. So I'm just going to let it go. I was hoping to be able to show you the full 2 pages at once. The Heartfelt Hexagon bundle was something I pre-ordered quite a while ago. I love it. Many of you have seen me use it. I highly recommend it. So many of our sentiments and even images outside of the stamp set will fit in this punch. I absolutely love it. I'm a little bit surprised, but it has become one of my go-to punches. Okay, on the next page, page 13, I put on here that this is what I'm most intrigued by. I don't think we've ever had something like this, and I haven't gotten it yet. I purchased very little on the pre-order because when I purchase, especially for a business, I want my purchases to be intentional, and I think, how would I use it in my business, or how would I use it in my personal life? We all like a lot of things, right? But I understand we can't buy it all. Excuse me. But this is one I put on my list for today. Excuse me. It's really unique in that the dies are made in such a way that they cut out perforated shapes, and then there's a pull tab so people can pull off and see a message inside. Pull off this tab and there will be a sentiment inside. So it's very clever. I'm excited to get it and give it a try. Like I said, it's brand new concept, at least to me, and I believe to Stampin' Up, but I'm excited to give it a try. Okay, Forever Love. If you are celebrating weddings, anniversaries, this is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The DSP is a specialty DSP, meaning it has the gold foil. Okay, they are double-sided, but one side is made with gold foil. Beautiful coordinating embellishments and ribbons. I noted this. It's a new style of cards and envelopes. So the cards have this metallic gold floral print. Easy, quick cards, right? You could add a sentiment and be done. Here's one. And they even colored in a little bit of the flowers, and then they add some die cuts and ribbon behind it. But a great way to make some simple, elegant cards. The ribbon, I don't have this. It went on my list today. I have not submitted my order because I thought, make my list, put things in my cart, and then I leave it sit for a little bit. And then I go revisit it and make sure that what is in that cart I truly want and have an intention for using. But I think this ribbon will be a lot of fun to work with. It uses pretty peacock, and then it has gold woven into it. And I especially love these dies. They kind of cut out like a frame or wreath shape. And I thought that would be fun to work with. Here's an example of that. The Delicate Forest bundle, very nice. I think a lot of people enjoy that silhouette look. So if that's something you like, this may be for you. On page 18 and 19, they're showing the brayering and layering collection of products. These are on my list, again, because I'm intrigued by them. It's been a long time since we've had a brayer. And with this, it will teach us how to brayer the embossing folders and then be able to die cut those shapes. So hybrid embossing folders, a new brayer. Of course, you can use a brayer to layer color on, say, for a background of cards, that sort of thing. Also, I wanted to point out to you, and I will note it when we go through the celebration brochure, but the Adorning Hearts bundle does have a coordinating designer series paper in the celebration brochure. So you can buy this, the bundle with the stamp set and the hybrid embossing folder. Remember, hybrid embossing folder means that there's an embossing folder and a die cut, so you can cut and emboss at the same time if you want. But that bundle is $53. So if you purchase that, you get, or you can choose the coordinating celebration paper. And then here's another hybrid embossing folder that's all words. I love that. You know I love sentiments. And some pretty examples. This card right here just kind of blows me away. It looks like a shaker card, so I want to kind of look at that more and see if I can recreate the idea. Hills of Tuscany probably makes you think of Italy, right? Or maybe wine country somewhere, but you can just create beautiful scenes by stamping and layering those images. Wild Ferns bundle, great sentiments. The dies do include 3 sizes of rectangle dies that work with these sentiments, so that's always awesome, in addition to the stamped images and coordinating dies. This is a fun little background stamp right here. It looks like linen. Oh, you can't see it there. It looks like linen, and I thought that would be kind of fun to stamp onto a background. I think I just dropped my Post-it notes or something, but I don't see where they went. Something dropped. Okay, Perennial Lavender. I'm just going to say it. It is my favorite product suite in this catalog. Purple isn't necessarily my favorite color, but I love lavender. I have some plants in my front flower bed. And just the mix of colors and the mix of flowers is just gorgeous. This is that, the flower here is that Queen Anne's lace. So pretty. And I love every part of this suite. I love both bundles. These paper butterfly accents are really awesome. Let me show you an example. So in the packet, and this is kind of a mess because I've been pulling them out, you're going to get 8 sheets, and each of the sheets has 5. Oh, come on. Kind of made a mess of this when I was working on them. They each have, where's the other one? Have 5, anyways, 5 butterflies. Here it is. 5 butterflies. They punch out super easily. And I am going to tell you, if you purchase a package of these, it's a really good price point for what you get. And they are, I'll say, rather fragile just because they're so thin. So when you get the pack, pull out all of the sheets together from the pack and then lift off each sheet. If you try to pull one sheet of these out, you might crinkle them, and of course you don't want to do that. But on these cards that I made with some of my team members, I used a small blending brush to apply some ink, so they're completely customizable. You can make them any color you want. You can make them multiple colors if you like. You can add ink with blending brushes, sponge daubers. You could actually color with markers or Stampin' blends if you like. You can even use them as stencils. So super fun, super versatile, great price point. I love them. And of course the shimmery dots. We've got a special name for everything. I think they're called shimmer dots, purple fine shimmer dots. Okay, awesome. And, if you go to stampinpeace.com, there is a blog post where I made quick and easy cards and actually taught how to make a card folder or card holder to hold our A2 cards if you want to give them as a gift. So be sure and check that out because it uses these products. And it's just a fun project that you can make with any of your papers and cardstocks. So the one bundle is all about the flowers, all about the nature, all about the butterflies. The other one is sentiments. I'm always looking for great sentiments. And the dies that coordinate it with it are a postage stamp style. So they have the edges all the way around that look like you would see on the U.S. postage stamps. So that's fun. And look at all the different sizes here. I think that's fabulous. 12 different dies to coordinate with that stamp set. This keeps getting caught here. All right, we have a couple of Easter bundles. They both are stamp and die bundles. The first one has some religious sentiments. It does have the He is Risen and the Easter lily for the season of Easter. However, I would use a lot of these for other times of year. And it's always nice, I think, to have some kind of religious or Christian component. And of course, Easter eggs and bunnies, right? Everybody loves bunnies at spring. Another fun bundle. Okay, I was not intending to buy this bundle, the Everyday Details bundle, but when I was going through my catalog again this morning and deciding what I wanted to purchase this round, I kept going back to it. And the reason I kept going back to it is because of the dies. And you know, when we have bundles, you can buy things at the bundle price or you can buy the individual products. So if you're not interested in the stamp set, I'm going to encourage you to still look at the die set, okay? But the sentiments here are just kind of, I don't know, they touched me differently, I'll say, this morning. Wishing you so much joy on this special day. How many different occasions can you use that for, right? You make every day a little brighter. Great for friendship, encouragement, thank you. And then this one, overjoyed for you in this new journey. How about retirement or somebody moving away, a new job, a student going off to college, that sort of thing, a marriage. So the more I looked at it, the more I thought, I'm going to add that to my list. Okay, I'm calling this my favorite standalone stamp set, the Blueberry Bunches. And when I say standalone stamp set, all I mean is there is not a coordinating punch or die set with it. But I just think it'll be really neat to do some watercoloring with and using my Stampin' blends to color. And I just love fruit in general. And by the way, we all know that blueberries are high in antioxidants, right? I'm trying to eat, I love fruit, but some fruits have more sugar than others. So I'm trying to stick to just the berries, and I love putting them in my cottage cheese for lunch, if you want to know a little bit about me. This Cake Fancy, I am telling you, was a very close second for my favorite standalone stamp set. I love the samples here. I love the samples here. And here you can see an example of those dies that I pointed out on page 28, the Everyday Details bundle. But I like how you can just mix and match the pieces here. You can make a simple chocolate cake, or you can make a fancy wedding cake or a fancy birthday cake. I think it's just going to be a lot of fun to work with. So yes, I did put that on my shopping list today. Flower cart reminds me of, actually it reminds me, when I first saw it, I thought I went to the Netherlands once. Andrea was over there for a student program playing volleyball many, many years ago. I think she was just maybe finishing high school, or maybe actually going into high school, maybe. And I actually went over there to see her play, and the Netherlands is beautiful. And there were fresh flower carts everywhere you turned. It was just, to me, the neatest thing. And of course, carts that had vegetables and fruits and all that. So that's what I was reminded of when I saw this. Sentiments for friendship, birthday, Mother's Day. They got it all. Lighter Than Air. This is a fun one for anybody who likes hot air balloons. Maybe you make cards for children. I love the pastel colors that would work for babies. So a lot of different things. Even the paper could even work like for Easter and spring because of the colors. Great pastel dots to go with them. And then a 3-pack of baker's twine in coordinating colors. And then here you get an up-close look at the stamp set and a look at the dies and some more samples. Filled with Happiness. I like this mainly for the reason that it coordinates with the Modern Oval Punch. How many of you have the Modern Oval Punch? I'm looking for mine right now, and I'm not seeing it right here. Okay, it may be packed. I'm working on preparing for my Creative Escape weekend that starts a week from tomorrow. So some of my products are already packed to take with me, but I love that this coordinates with that Modern Oval Punch. That punch was in the last mini catalog. I didn't buy it because I wasn't interested in the stamp set that it came along with. But when I saw this, and when I saw the watermelon stamp set in the celebration brochure, which I'll be showing you shortly, it coordinates with both of those stamp sets. So then, you know, then I had to get it, right? Okay, on the next page, 36, this stamp set was inspired by one of our $1 Million Achievers, and I should say million sales achievers. And I like it for memory keeping, scrapbooking, mini scrapbooks, things like that. And I love how you can just mix and match all of the wording to suit your needs. Of course, the ice cream swirl, I could eat ice cream every day. I marked summer because it does scream summer to me, but I could eat ice cream every day of the week. I really wish I could. I just don't because I eat way too much ice cream. But anyways, let's go on. I want to point out to you this one die in particular because it cuts out the ice cream cone shape, but it has a score line. So you could cut right across the middle and have two ice cream shapes. Maybe you want to layer them, or maybe you're making some kind of treat or gift card holder and you want a front and a back, but they also fold. So they work really nicely like as a tag on a gift bag, or maybe on a wrapped present, or a bag of treats, something like that. But I just think it's really cool how it folds like that. And of course, it even has the texture on the stamp as well as on the die. Mix and mask. If you've been with me for any length of time, you know that I enjoy decorative masks. I always love demonstrating those. And this is on my list because this is the first time we have a set of decorative masks that actually coordinate with a stamp set. So you can just use stamps for your cards. You can use a combination of the stamps, maybe the sentiments, and do some masking. Or you can use them all together. The stamps, the dies, the masks. So I actually just love it. I think it's extremely versatile. You can go from making very simple cards to more elaborate cards. So it's something for everybody. So I'm excited to get that, and you can expect that in the next several weeks I will be demonstrating that on a Facebook Live. Nature's Sweetness. At my team event in December, we all had been able to, all the demonstrators had been able to see the PDF of the new catalog. Some of us actually had our new catalogs by then. But I can a lot of times go through the catalog and think, oh, Tracy would like this, Holly would like that. Like, I'll see something and I think that's just that person's style. And one of my team members said this was her favorite out of the whole catalog. And she said mainly because she likes these, like these background stamps, things that can add, and she likes this also, this paper. But things that maybe give sort of a shabby chic look. And it was interesting because I thought, yeah, it's nice, but it didn't wow me. But after talking to her and hearing her ideas, I was a little wowed, I have to say. I do want to point out that the gold faux leather trim is my favorite ribbon and trim in this catalog. And I do have this. I have not used it yet, but I want to pull it out and show you. I don't even know how I'm going to use it, to be honest. And like I said, I try to be intentional with my purchases, but this was something I was very intrigued by, and I was like, I have to have this and play with it. It's not terribly thick, so if you're worried about too much bulk, I probably would not tie a bow with it and put it on a card to be mailed. although it's not too bad, but it could create a little bump right at the knot. But you can see on the previous page, there are other ways to use it. I could even see going across a card front, maybe 3 times, and using that as a decorative element. Fran says she was a bad girl. I take it that means you were ordering a lot or have a lot on your list. So, and then close-ups of both bundles and more. This card really stands out to me. But yeah, it is very beautiful. And it was just interesting to hear Holly's perspective on this suite. Okay, the Sweet Thoughts, Memories, and More cards. I'm looking to having a Zoom class with this. So many people love quick and easy cards, right? And the Memories and More card packs and coordinating card bases and envelopes are a great way to make some quick and easy cards and also introduce other people to paper crafting. And you can see by the examples, they've used them on cards, they've used them on pocket book memory keeping, and even on a scrapbook page. So very versatile, and I'll have to get that scheduled. It's always hard at the beginning of a new catalog season because I want to do so much, but you have to space it out over time, right? Okay, here's a little retro fun. Let's chat. When I saw this, I was thinking, you know, my girls, 32 and 27, I'm sure have never used a rotary phone. Never. And when I started dating Peter when I was in college and went to his house for the first time, his family had a rotary phone that hung on the wall. And it was outdated then. It was outdated then. So many years ago. So I'm sure my kids have never used a rotary phone. How about you? Is there anybody here who has never used a rotary phone? Any young ones watching with us? Okay, couple of background stamps, Doggone Friendly and Botanical Beauty. Certainly fun for creating backgrounds, can also be used for spotlighting. Here somebody cut out just a few of the dogs and colored them to put on the treat boxes. I want to point this out because this may have been missed. The mini alphabet dies, and these are small. They're very small, 3/4 of an inch high. But I thought, what a fun way to do some personalization on cards or gift tags. Maybe even make somebody a set of personalized note cards. Just quick little wording on scrapbook pages. So I did get those and will be looking forward to using them. This is something I actually got free from Stampin' Up. People who attended, let's see, what event was it? I can't remember. It was an online virtual event, I believe. Anyways, but they gave this free to each of the demonstrators. So it's a fun way, who attended that. So it's a fun way to do some mixing and matching. These are the reversible stamps. So one side, use one side of the stamp to do the solid image. And then the other side of the stamp you flip and it gives you a more detailed image. And then, so it's fun to mix and match. Just Kiddin'. I thought that was a clever name for this sweet collection. If you've got little ones in your life, this is a great one for that. Plus, if you just enjoy these bright, fun colors, you might enjoy using it as well. Want Kathy on my team, and I said, this is cute. I don't know if I'm there yet with this, but she said that she really liked it for the castle part of the dies. And you can kind of see that here on this sample. And then here's a little sand castle this girl's building, and that's fun. So you can see the dies there again. So I thought that was in another sample of the castle being used. Also, the paper is rather inclusive. It is inclusive, I'll say, if you look at it closely. So I appreciate that. In this world, I definitely appreciate that. Kathy, the small dies, alphabet dies, page 47. Oh, Fran, you got it for her. Thank you. Len says she got the Notes of Nature stamp set and planned to order the DSP. She loves the colors of it. Awesome. Okay, the Bright Skies bundle. I want to, and you'll see it when I show you the celebration brochure, but it does have a coordinating DSP that you can get free with any $50 purchase. The Submarine Life Bundle. In Tuesday's Facebook Live, I talked about, I gave some tips for using builder punches, which this is one of them. An example of a builder punch, it just means it punches several pieces at once that we use to put together for a complete image. And somebody pointed out that technique I showed is perfect for this stamp, or this punch. And she said her intention would be that each of these different pieces would be in a different color. So the technique for builder punches that I showed on Tuesday to make your paper crafting a little more efficient is perfect for this. All right, I chose this as my favorite punch bundle. First of all, I just think it's cute. Cute flowers, cute cows, cute faces, cute little bird, cute sayings. Our little Riley, my granddaughter Riley, was dressed as a cow for the Halloween. And her mom and dad dressed up as Chick-fil-A workers. She was even, I'm sure there's a picture somewhere on Facebook, but she was even, had a little sign. Andrea made her a little sign that she held on too tight. She's got a good grip. And it said, "Eat more chicken." And while she was wearing her little cow costume. So I thought, oh, I'll have to make something fun for Riley and probably do a scrapbook page with this as well. But again, there's a builder punch. So you can stamp and punch. You can just punch. So it's just fun. All right. Any rock and rollers out there? Anybody a rock and roller at heart? Lori, you're right. Oh, you remember that. I do have a connection to farms. My mom was actually raised on a dairy farm. And I still have many relatives that farm. I think Grandpa was the only one that did the dairy farming. But yeah, you're right. Lori, great memory. Thank you. Okay, any rock and rollers? Anybody who appreciates that fun rock and roll music? Anybody you know that is a musician or a performer, singer? This is for them. Emily and her dad used to take electric guitar lessons together when she was in grade school. And then they've both been out of it for a while, but I know her dad, Andrea and Emily's dad, is back at 61 years old, and he's taking guitar lessons again and collecting guitars, and he's loving it. In addition, totally different from his day job as a radiologist. And then look at these. Okay, and I have to say, our family we're big Harry Potter fans. And honestly, when I looked at these embellishments, I wasn't thinking rock and roll. I was thinking Harry Potter. Anyways. Okay, on the next page, I love the Trusty Tools bundle. Oftentimes, it is hard for us to find things that we can use to make masculine cards. This is perfect for that, perfect for your DIY person. And I'm even going to try making some that have a more feminine look, because there's a lot of females that are DIYers and love using tools and stuff. So I think that could be a fun thing. The other thing is And I know my son-in-law's at work now, so he won't jump on and say hi, but I'm going to ask him to paint a couple of my bedrooms, probably this spring. And I thought, oh, a fun thank you card would be to do something with the paintbrushes and have the paint colors from the rooms that I'm going to have him paint. Okay, cap and gown. Anybody celebrating graduations this year? Your children, grandchildren, maybe you're getting a degree of some sort. Could be high school, could be little ones, could be college and beyond. I love this. It is a much needed, as I noted here, it is a much needed. Told people I'd get me into. Oh, Fran, that's interesting. A diamond. So I guess you're talking a diamond drill bit? Oh, interesting. I never knew there was such a thing. I know you can buy pink tools, so that's a fun thing. But the cap and gown, we need something to celebrate graduations. So I'm thrilled about this. And I haven't used mine yet, but I also bought these brushed gold cards and envelopes from Stampin' Up. And I thought these would be neat using with this stamp set. Do, the cap and gown in black or the colors of the school and then against the white and the gold. I thought, so I'm excited about that. I also like these upward hands. Part of me is kind of a religious thing, but I also like the diversity they're showing with the hands. Plus, I think the hands could be, celebrate, happy birthday, all kinds of things, happy retirement. So I think it could be fun, have a little, stamp the hands and then a little saying here, happy retirement, and do a card that way. Fran, what a great idea. See, this is why I love doing this. And I have to write this down. I don't know what happened to my Post-it notes. They fell somewhere and I can't see them on the floor here. Hopefully they didn't fall in the trash, but I'm going to write that down. Actually, I'm just going to put it here. Can hold that cake plate. Ugh. Love that idea. Thank you. The pizza pan too. Oh my gosh. Ladies, you are awesome. Thank you. Oh, those will be fun. And Fran, if you make either one of those or both, be sure to send me a picture or share it here on Stampin' Piece with Mary Nabe. I would love to see it. Okay, I looked at this stamp set and I thought of Jenny G, Susie B, and Debbie P because they're all beachy people. And I know this was at the top of their list. So if you enjoy the beach setting, I'm sure this is for you as well. I love the little beach ball in there. That, I don't know why. That's like the first detail I grabbed from that. Here is Cliffs by the Ocean. Another great way to create some scene cards. You could do black and white cards, or you can do some coloring on them as well. And here, it's hard to see, but they actually layered this piece over the background cardstock. And what they did was they used that cutting blade. That's one of part of the new add-ons for our Take Your Pick tool. Use that cutting blade, cut out that so it kind of looks like a tunnel. You can see how it's kind of layered there. This actually reminded, this card in particular, actually reminded me of when I took both of my girls on the Thailand incentive trip because we did some kayaking through these waterways, and you would go through tunnels and cliffs like that. It was very, very cool. Poetic Expression. Okay, this suite, I did end up getting the paper after I bought the bundle, and I'm going to add in these champagne dots. for embellishments, but I wanted to point this out to you because sometimes we go through a catalog and we really miss things the first time around. That's why I enjoy doing this, just like Fran gave me new ideas. And some of you others probably have ideas to share as well. And hopefully I'm drawing your attention or giving you an idea of something maybe you haven't thought of. But anyways, I was kind of intrigued by the die set. But Kathy, when we were doing a team Zoom, she said she liked this specifically for the sentiment. Sometimes there are no words. And isn't that true? Sometimes you want to share support or offer encouragement or a hug or caring to somebody going through a difficult time, and you just don't know what to say. I've done this when I've gone to funerals. Give somebody a hug and say, I don't know what to say to take your hurt away. And what a great thing to put in a card when you're at a loss for words, right? And people don't know you need us to say the perfect words. They need us to know that we're there for them, that we care. And this does just that. Same thing here. You're in my thoughts today. Look at this one. Where in the world would I be without you? Okay, I could use that to send a card to my sister. Maybe my children. You maybe have that best friend who's always there for you, rain or shine. And I did want to point this out. This is a card that I made using this bundle. The die is from there, as well as that sometimes there are no words sentiment. And the paper is actually from Celebration, which you'll see later. And you can find this on stampinpeace.com. I did a live with it showing a very quick and easy one-sheet wonder, 12 by 12 one-sheet wonder to make 12 cards. And they were all the same. So it's a great way to make a bunch of cards at once, build your stash, that sort of thing. But I started looking at the die set more, especially these. And I thought, oh, these would be fun to like use to make frames, to maybe showcase an image or a sentiment. Could also be fun for shaker cards. So, and of course, these are ones you can use with lots and lots of other sets. All right, quiet reflection. Again, somebody's going through something difficult, a loss. Here are some great sentiments. And Sarah Schuler, who inspired the stamp set, a great woman. She's a wonderful woman, and I'm fortunate to have met her on my demonstrator journey. All right, stippled roses. And actually, these two cards I showed you, these are from the Stippled Roses collection. And I've got more to show at another time. There is a coordinating DSP for this that you can get free with a $50 order. So if you like this, you can get this bundle and choose the coordinating DSP as your freebie, or any $50 order, and you can choose the DSP, of course. Inspirational sketches would go with the Flight and Airy DSP in the Celebration brochure. I'll point that out later, but this is part of that. So just fun, naturey. I love this. Enjoy the journey. Also, I'll point out the florals, layered florals, 3D embossing folder. Look at how they just embossed on white and then just added touches of ink to color the flowers. So whether you do a white on white card with a simple sentiment or you add some color to it, it's a great embossing folder. And then the next several pages are just a recap of all the bundles, stamp set and die bundles, stamp set and punch bundles. I always like to point out to people too that the samples that are back here in this part of the catalog are different than the samples for the same products earlier in the catalog. So for example, here, you see this sample, but where does it tell me the page number? I'm sure it's here and I'm just not seeing it. No? Maybe the page number isn't there. Yes, it is. Page 10. So if you go back to page 10 or whatever it directs you to, you can see different samples than what you see back here in the bundle section. All right, so I just like to point that out because a lot of time, and I do use the samples in the catalog as ideas, as inspiration. So I want you to know there are samples in more than one place for the same products. Isn't that cute? Here's a nice sympathy card as well. So be sure and check out all those. Oh, look at this. That's kind of what I was thinking of when I mentioned the Trusty Tools bundle. Here's a very different one with the Sending Love bundle. And then at the back, also notice the catalog at a glance. You can see the stamps, the dies, so it works as an index, stamps, dies, embossing folders, papers, tools, punches, embellishments, etc. And then at the back is our chart for host benefits. Don't forget, you can be your own host. You can be your own host and your own customer. So if you have, if you're placing an order of $150 or more, you'll get 10% in Stampin' Rewards. So $150 order, you get $15 of Stampin' Rewards to put towards free product. And during celebration, when you reach $300, whether it be by yourself or a group of friends, or you have a party, you're going to get, so it's up to 12%, which would be $36 of Stampin' Rewards. But during celebration, January and February, you're going to get an extra $30 of Stampin' Rewards. And then a little bit of information about our join offer. And I'll talk a little bit more about that as I show you the celebration brochure. Come on over. I got a visitor. Do you guys want to see my visitor? Here, I'll have to. Look who's here. Look who came to work. Let's see. 1 second. How do I flip this? How do I flip it? There we go. Hi, Riley. Can you say hi to Grandma's friends? There's a big smile for everybody. Yes. Isn't she sweet? I'm telling you, she just lights up my life. Look at her cute little booties. Say hi. You gonna smile again? Come on. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we're gonna finish up because I do want to show you what's in the celebration brochure. Thank you for indulging me. If you have kids or grandkids, you get it, right? Now I got to get this all situated again. Okay, so in the celebration brochure, you know that celebration is January through February, and there are free or incentives for free product when you shop, host, or join. Okay. First of all, it tells you right here, shop, host, and join. There's 3 ways to earn free products. As you go through this brochure, you'll see these circles, and it says free with $50 purchase. And then there's a few, not too many, but a few that say free with a $100 purchase. Okay. Please note that if you have a $100 purchase, you can choose that level 2 freebie, or you can choose 2 of the $50 freebies. All right. The watermelon, remember I mentioned the modern oval punch? This coordinates with that. It'll punch out the whole watermelon, or you can do the watermelon slices and actually punch each end. So that's kind of cool. Fran, you are just loaded with ideas today. I guess you always are, truly. But she said you can use these pieces as pizza slices. I love it when other people share things like that, because I don't always see the different things that other people see. Fran, his daughter Mary, she loves food. Well, I guess I do too. Maybe it's in the name. Okay, the Sunny Days DSP. Fun, colorful, bright. It's got some fun fruits and flowers in there, and it does coordinate with the Bright Skies bundle. I don't remember who it was, but somebody mentioned that they really like the Bright Skies bundle. The Flight and Airy Designer Series paper is gorgeous. And you did see me use it on that Facebook Live, so check out stampinpeace.com for the 12 quick and easy cards with that easy one-sheet wonder. You can get the Pool Party Crinkle Ribbon as a freebie. If you know somebody expecting a baby, or if you are, or a grandchild, something like that. One of my team members told me this week that she's going to be... she just found out she's going to be a great grandma. So that was exciting. But here's, what is it called? Cradled in Love. Cradled in Love. I mentioned the stippled roses. Showed you that in the mini. Here is the coordinating paper. It really is very, very pretty. And the opaque faceted gems also coordinate with that. So you could buy the bundle and then choose one of these as your freebie, or bump up your order to $100 and choose both of them. The Most Adorned DSP does coordinate with the Adorning Hearts bundle. So that's page 18 of the January to April mini catalog. Does everybody know about this? When it tells you of coordinating products, Stampin' Up! Tells you what publication it's in and what page number. So JA means January to April, and page 18. All right, January to April, mini catalog, page 18. Actually, I did get this in my pre-order, but I haven't even opened it. So let's take a quick look, because Valentine's Day will be here before we know it. So on one side, it's all metallic gold and white. Oh, look at these. Was it hearts I just saw? Isn't that fun? And then if you flip it over, you get the pinks and the reds. Isn't that pretty? Look at this plaid. Oh, do you not love the plaid? Awesome. And again, I'll be showing as many of the new products as I can over the next few weeks during celebration. Here is that designer series paper that coordinates with the Trusty Tools bundle. The dies in that set will cut out some of the tools, not all of them, but some. And there are some that I actually cut out by hand and they were real easy. The one paper in here is a striped red and gray, which if you're an Ohio State Buckeye fan like me, I know we didn't have a good game. That was not pretty at all last week. Or was it this week? No, it was last Friday. That was not pretty. But what I wanted to point out is they used that paper to make this tool chest right here. So be sure and take a good look at that when you go through your brochure. Another stamp set that works well with the Heartfelt Hexagon punch. Okay, anybody love the Zany Zoo bundle in the DSP in the annual catalog? This is a great set of products to coordinate with that, okay? And if you're doing a big order, 150 or more, you could get both of these coordinating products. So they work well, just the two of them together, but they also work well with that Zany Zoo collection. This I like because with a $100 purchase, you get not only a stamp set, but you get an awesome embossing folder. And that's super versatile. It's just a nice, versatile, subtle design for an embossing folder. I love that. Detailed dogwood. Does anybody have a dogwood tree in their yard? That's something I've always done, but I've never, or always liked, but I've never gotten one or planted one. But I love seeing those in the spring. Maybe it's not, maybe Ohio isn't the best place for those. And then our join offer. Okay, let me explain this. Our join offer is typically $99 for a starter kit. You choose whatever products you want to put in there, and you would pay it's $99 plus tax. You would choose $125 a product, and it all ships free. So right off the bat, it's a great offer. You can think of it as the best bundle that you can get, and it's customizable. You decide what you want. But during celebration, they always add some extra perks. You can pay the $99, put $125 of product in your starter kit, and you can choose the Glass Mat Studio, everything you see here, and it explains the 3 parts of it. Or you can choose the second option and get an additional $30 in product. So you'd still pay the $99 plus tax, free shipping, but instead of $125 of product, with option 2, you'd be choosing $155 of product. So think about that. So you'd be saving $56 plus whatever the shipping would be on $155. So that would be what? I can't do my math fast. Around $16, right, of shipping. So it's a huge savings. It's a huge savings. So please, if your order is anywhere near $90 or more, please go this route because you can get so much more for your money, okay? If you choose to stay on and buy other products at a discount, that's great. I like to see the people get the most bang for your buck. I want you to get the most value for the money you're spending. And this is the way to do that, especially during celebration when there are extra perks, okay? And if you want to talk about that, the minimum requirement is quarterly to stay on, $300 minimum per quarter. But if you don't meet that, you just drop off. You don't have to give back your starter kit products. I'm not going to hassle you. Stampin' Up will not hassle you. Many people on my team are on there because they just enjoy getting a discount on purchases they would be making anyways. They don't want to pay retail. They want to get the discount. And I have a few that are business builders. And if that's your desire, I'm happy to work with you on that as well. But please know, I welcome everybody to my team. I don't push as far as business building. I'm happy to help and guide as much as I can, but I do not push. The majority of people on my team are what we call hobby demonstrators or happy shoppers because they're there to get the discount, the ongoing discount for a hobby that they enjoy. And they know that at any time they can stop being a demonstrator if they choose to. All right. During celebration, remember I said earlier that the second tier of our Stampin' Rewards is $300 and you would get 12% of that total. So it'd be $36 of Stampin' Rewards. During celebration, okay, during celebration, when you reach $300, whether it be by yourself, with a small group of friends, or you have a party. And I can do parties in person for somebody that's, I'd say, within fairly close range. I'm in Central Ohio, so I would go almost anywhere in Ohio. But if you're further than that, I can do them virtually. It's super, super easy, and you don't have to clean your house. But in that case, when your sales reach or your orders reach $300 before shipping and tax, you get an extra $30 of Stampin' Rewards. So instead of 36, you'd be getting 66. Okay? Don't need an explanation for that, do you? You'd be getting double your Stampin' Rewards at $300. Okay? All right. Any questions? Any questions? Kathy says she used to have 2 dogwood trees, pink and a white. Lovely, lovely. Any questions about either the mini catalog or the celebration brochure? One thing I am going to ask is that when you are ordering from me, please use a host code. Host codes are in several places, on my Facebook page, on my VIP group, at the very top of my blog, stampinpeace.com. There's a bar right at the top that always shows the monthly host code. It's in my newsletters. Anything else? Yeah, those are the main places. But if you can't find it, or you're someplace where you don't have access to it, let me know and I'll get it to you. But that does help me an awful lot if you can use the host code. Use the host code up to $150. If you are ordering $150 or more, do not use the host code, because I want you to get the Stampin' Rewards for that large order. Okay? The other thing is, when you are placing an order online through me, would you please make sure that you see my name and my picture on the site when you're ordering? It'll even show at the bottom, you are ordering with Mary Nabe or whatever. If you're not a customer of mine, that's okay. But same thing applies for you. If your demonstrator uses a host code, please help that person out by applying the host code to orders less than $150, and make sure you see their name and their picture as well. Okay? And that way too, you know you are ordering from the person you intend to order with. Sometimes, I don't know why, but sometimes the system allows that name to change, the name of the demonstrator to change. And of course, we would always want the your purchases going to the demonstrator that you intend. Okay? I'm so glad you enjoyed this live. I'm so glad you joined me. For those of you who shared ideas, thank you. And if you're going to be watching this on replay later, thank you, Replay Warriors, for watching. Take care, everybody. Oh, I will have a Facebook Live at 2 p.m. this afternoon. That will be my usual Facebook Live creative demonstration. Okay? 2 p.m. this afternoon. See you then. Bye-bye.